Go. We're going to space. Gonna go stop the Moon Goons. So here we are at Gear headquarters. And Rory's sending Hokuto and Ginga home for a little bit, and she tells Vega there's still time for the Nadesco heads to space. And the next battle, she's like, but it's like, next battles are going to be tough, especially for the kids, so she figured it'd do them good to see their families' faces. And it's not like they're getting special treatment, because she's also given some time off to everybody who's not on active duty right now. And she thinks that Vega should do the same. And Vega's like, I don't know about leaving the ship though. And Rory says it's fine, she'll be around, so don't worry about anything. And then she says, you should head home too, just like Hokuto and Ginga. And Vega's like, wait, has she figured out who I am? No, can't be. But she'll gracefully accept the offer and go home. And then Harry is like, wow, so Vega's home's pretty nearby here too as well then, huh? And Sabro's asking Harry if he's at home chic. And he says, no, the Nadesco's his home. And Saburo is like, oh, hey, is that because, he's like, I like hearing that. Is that because Rory's here? And then Harry's like, no, it's just where I feel like I belong, that's all I meant. And then Saburo's like, look at your red face, dipshit. But Rory's thinking. And the Nesco is also the same thing to her right now. It's her home and where she belongs. Yeah, here's the charges onto my bullshit disguise where, like, I mean, at least she's put on a wig, as well as the mask, right? And here's Judo. He decided that Lena won't be coming with us into space. He wants her to stay at Gear. And when she asks why, he says that Eris is super busy with the data weapons, and he wants Lena, being around Eris' age, to be here and help out. And Lena's like, I don't know anything about all these computer programs. And she's like, oh, I bet there's other ways you can help. She's like, well, I can work in the kitchen, I guess. Make sandwiches for everybody working. And Judo's like, that's good enough, and that'll help us win this. And Elena is like, alright, I get it, but Judo's got a promise to return safely. Of course he will. He always has done, right? And here's Hokuto, there's his mother. So Hokuto's back home and his mum's making a famous stew. And Sayonji, his grandfather, his mother's mother, is here. And it's a shame that Hokuto's dad isn't around, but he's busy, okay? But Hokuto's glad to have his grandpa over, and he's got a little bit of trivia. It's like, this stew was the very first recipe that his mother cooked, which in turn was something he's made for her for a long time. So everyone's gonna eat this delicious stew. Stew. And then, his grandpa asks Hokuto for stuff on his travels. He's like, so what about that science trainee program you're on? He's like, yep, we've been touring the world and we've got to travel to space. Been pretty wild. But as Hokuto talks, he's still like a bit worried. Because Rory let him visit home, he can't help but think the unicorn and drill must be hurting right now, up in space, thanks to Rago. And then Sayonji's like, oh, you made plenty of friends, I bet. And he's like, yeah, I have. I've made loads, including the next door neighbour and Eris from America. And then he's like, oh, is that your girlfriend? And Hokuto's like, no. And then Sayonji has a little laugh. And then gets serious again. And he's got a question for Hokuto. He says, there are plenty of enemies, including the golfer assaulting the Earth right now. And what would Hokuto do if he had to fight? And Hokuto thinks for a bit and says he'd probably find it really scary, but his dad taught him there are times when fighting is unavoidable. And that's what it means to live, so he figures he'd better fight as best he can. And Sanji goes, and approves of this brave answer. And Hokuto's mother, Orie, knows she needs to talk to the guy for a bit. Like, I need to talk to your grandpa for a bit, so Hokuto, can you go to your room or something, Joker? So Sanji talks about how much the boy's grown, and Ori agrees. He's like, yeah, he's 11 already. Time just flies. But Sanji wasn't talking about his age, and more he's surprised that Hokuto was chosen as a pilot. Is this fate? And Sanji asks, and Ori is obviously conflicted about all of this jazz. And Shibuya's already gotten in touch and told him of the data weapons and us going to the moon. And Ori is not feeling too good about sending the kids into such a dangerous situation, but Sanji notes that everyone else has it just as bad. No one would want children like them to have to battle, and he'd readily do it himself if he could. But the Dendo has made its choice. And truth be told, neither of those children will have a future if Earth is destroyed, because that's where they live, obviously. It's been 17 years since Ori first arrived in this world, and thanks to her they were able to prepare for the Golfer's arrival. And now we've got to fight tooth and nail to keep Earth from ending like her planet. So Sanji, Hokuto's grandfather, tells her to keep her head up high and facing forward, because how can she fight if she's so downcast? And though it's difficult, it's also her Gear and Magnate 10's duty, and she must always keep a positive disposition in front of the kids. And if she lets herself get sad, uncertain or afraid, and then it'll negatively impact those poor little boys. And Ori understands and thanks him for the little chat. And then he asks her if she can fight Altair without hesitation if they meet again. And she says that she can. Just, yeah. But Sanji tells her to get to and protect this world, including children's future. And then at Ginga's place, his mother Midori is surprised at how suddenly he came back. And it's like, of course, him getting the chance to come over was just as sudden, and he's going to be heading to the moon tomorrow. And Midori's like, wow, this coming and going out of nowhere, never calling beforehand, makes you just like your dad. He's like, well, lady, calm down, we've got issues here. But Ginga's dad is a reporter, and he's out in Spain following a story. But Midori wants to know how Ginga's doing. He's like, how am I doing? It's like, yeah, the science program thing's tough business, right? You haven't been getting in trouble. And he's like, no, I'm fine, it's alright, jeez. And his mother's glad to hear that. But things have been a bit crazy with the Golfer and the 100 Demons and whatever. But Ginga says that folks like Magnate 10 are around to beat up all the baddies. And then he asks his sister Orome, and she's like, hell yeah, Magnate 10 are cool as hell. Ganbaru. Yeah, hang in there. Daisuke. Yeah, well, how do you feel about it? Daisuke, I love him a lot. And her favourite is the Dendo. And Midori says she cheers for Dendo every day. And she does it to us. She says Dendo, Ganbaru younger, and King's like, but tell him what it's like, oh, calm down. But like, he really wants to tell her that he's the pilot of the Dendo, but he knows that she'd be worried sick if she knew. But it's like, I want to tell her, but I can't. But Midori's not an idiot, right? And she tells Ginga that it's all good. As long as he's doing fine, she's not going to complain. And she tells Ginga to keep on working hard, because I'll be waiting for him to come back. And then Otome is like, hey, don't forget to buy me a present. Get me a stuffed lion or a stuffed boar. Because even his fucking little sister has figured, like, she loves Dendo. She loves the lion and the pig. Here's Mayo. So the surface troops that have sent intel that the Federation's getting ready for a large-scale offensive against the Giganos, and the Giltor here on the left sees what's up, and now they've finished mass-producing their metal armors. The Federation are going to move on to the offensive. And several fleets have already setting out into space, so Dorchinov again wants to use the mass driver to blast Federation headquarters. And Giltor still says that that's bad, that's a bad guy thing to do. Only bad guys blow up the Earth, right? Can't be used ever again. It's a deterrent and nothing more. But the problem is that the Giganos forces are being pushed back on every front. It's only a matter of time before they're trapped on the moon and then they lose. So, you know. Giltor says in that case, then Giganos will muster their iron unity and defend their headquarters to the death. And Dorchinov is like, yeah, that's why I really want you to do the... And Giltor just tells him to be quiet. He's not going to repeat himself. So Dorshnov's like, oh. And then Mayo says that the Federation's elite force is also coming to the moon, and it's that Magnate 10 crew. And he's sure that Magnate 10 will be at the core of the upcoming operation, and if we're taken out before the ball gets rolling, then the Federation will be dealt a major blow. Even slowing us down would be advantageous as far as Gil Torre is concerned, so he orders Mayo to take his best men and strike. And then Dorshnov's like, ugh, Mayo Plato, he's the worst, he sucks. I hate him. Folks like him and Gil Torre running things, Giganos are going to be in big trouble. It's like, alright Dorshknov, you're actually just a bad guy though. And the disco has left atmosphere and en route to the moon. Operation Moonraker will be starting soon. And Rory expects the Giganos to have picked up on our movements, so she tells everyone to stay on high alert. And then the alarms begin. Giganos metal armors incoming. And here's Breakthrough the Falcon, meaning Mayo. So here come a bunch of metal armors into the thing. Here's the practice squad. Here's some of the nerds, some just regular guys. That's a nice formation for a map attack. It's like, dang it, some of these guys. So Ginga's annoyed that we don't have the time to waste on these guys, but Rory and Amuro figured the Federation allowed us to do this because we'd be drawing some attention to ourselves. We'd use the rest of the fleet and have an easy time heading to the moon. So it was bound to happen. Okra points out to Ginga that we're not here just to save Unicorn and Leo. Like, we've also got to move to Giganos airspace and fight them sooner or later. And then Harry says that the Federation fleets are advancing, so Rory launches everybody. And by everybody I mean the people she can deploy. Well, I'm bringing these idiots. Like, absolutely. I'm bringing the Zeta, and the double Zeta. And I'm bringing the Deimos. And bring the Kubile. I guess Quattro's been launched in the DJ already. Bring the Cell Fighter. And the Garuba. Guess I'll bring Beecher. I'll bring Ryoko too. Okay, yeah, Quattro force launched in the Hakushiki Kai because he's a fucking, not Kai, full armor because he's a fucking asshole. Doesn't want to be in the good robot. And then here he is, the man himself, Armorer. While we may be playing bait with this, we can't afford to be held here any more than necessary. We should prioritize helping the Desco break through their lines than engaging them. And then is Dan. That Gundam! And a golden mobile suit! Captain, the Red Comet is working with Armor Array. Alright, calm down. And then Mayo. That's what it looks like. And then Verna. We need to face both the top aces of the Federation and the old Zeon. And then, internally, Red Comet. Why do you wield your sword against the Giganos? With destruction of Haman's Neo Zeon, how Sabi's ideology is all but ashes. Then you want to witness the innovation of mankind? Why is such a man still lending his strength to Magnate 10? I don't know, maybe because they're good boys who don't launch fucking shit at the Earth, maybe, I don't know. Captain! We should consider it a blessing to have a chance to do battle with warriors of their caliber. Men, the shortest route to the moon lies at our backs. We must protect it with our lives. Do not allow Magnate 10 to trespass into the heart of the Giganos. Yes, sir. Everyone living in space is absolutely false. Absolutely false. There was loads of people that weren't, but they all got gassed. And Lieutenant Maccabee, what's our limit? About 15 minutes. If we exceed that, we'll have a lot of difficulty executing our planned operation in time. And then Hokuto, but breaking through all these enemies in just 15 minutes is... We'll do it in 7. Huh? But that's half the time. Did you swear you'd return Rago's data and save those 2 data weapons? Ginga, Hokuto, whatever the situation, you must always give your all. Having the battles thus far taught you that. And then... Ryozaki. Don't be intimidated, Hokuto. We're all here, right with you. Kazuya! And then Romstall. Indeed, fret not, we'll carve open a path for you. You got the whole Gundam team too, so you know you're in good hands. Hey Judo, don't forget about us. Sorry, Ryoko. Go admit. Hokuto, Ginga, you won't be able to save the unicorn Leo if you hesitate. And then Puru. Right, we'll be helping you every step of the way, so give it your best, alright? Oh, everyone. You guys. And then Gimil. Onwards, you two, to the moon. We'll save the data weapons and destroy Giganos' mass driver. Right. And then Vega. Thank you, everybody. And now that everyone's renewed their spirits, Harry, what's the shortest way through this sector? 1 second. Over there. Of course it is. And then, hey, that's smack dab in the middle of the enemy. Suppose that's just the way it is. The desk has to reach that point in less than 8 minutes. I'm sorry to ask, but all units please provide cover. And then, Rod Drill. Okay, you're all about to see there's no walls Rod Drill can't bust through. And then, Blue Jet. Easy, Drill. Our priority is to escort the Deska above all else. There'll be absolutely no point in you alone reaching that spot. I know. All units don't bother with the enemy interceptors. Focus on destroying the platoon surrounding the target point. You know, the anticipation from the groups try and fight is they on maintain peace like how the agents. Yeah, they all got fucking murdered. They all died. They all died. Knuckle.
行くわよ。こっちはいつでも OK だ。ワイルドナックル。このままでは追い詰められる。仕返しはさせてもらう。 振動は来るの。直撃を食らうよりはマシだ。
We've got a pilot helmets yet. It's Reina. Elena? Yeah, Elena Stoll. Brother to Rob. He's the big man himself. Except he's only a medium man right now. I'm still annoyed that this dude doesn't have accelerate. What's even the fucking point? cannon. Nope, nobody in the DJ. Just Quattro force deployed in the full armor Kakushiki. Piece of shit. No, I'm not putting Beecher in it. Plain friend. Blue Jet arrives! Alright, calm down. Even though the car sucks in space, it's still really fast. Triple Jim helicopter. They're not all Arado, just a bunch of them. And I bet it's just the same dude. I'm doing this for Lady Lena. What the heck? I can't even counterattack? Yeah, we've never killed anybody. That's the point, we're the good boys. Bullshit. Pretty sure helicopters can't fly this. What about helicopters that are also robots? And also cars? Itadaki! Quattro's never aimed for a cockpit in his life. It's too easy. Rapid rifle. Hayato definitely never aims for a cockpit, because if you kill them while they're in the cockpit, then you don't get to beat them up with your hands and interrogate them. Yes, we have the cell booster, which is better in space. And it's got a bunch of shit that doesn't matter. Yeah, and you can purge the boosters, sure. And then here's my... Maybe I should take this chance to ascertain what he's thinking of that man. Shar Aznable, or rather, Quattro Pagina. Do you copy? I'm Captain Mayo Plato of the Giganos Elite Forces. You can't go around just yelling. And then... This guy, what's he doing calling up the lieutenant? If you hear me, open your channel. What's your business with me? I need an answer. Why are you in that crew? House Zabi, who exploited the ideals of the late Zeon Zumdaikun, is long defunct, and yet, here you are standing against us. Why? We of the United Giganos Empire stand as a purifying blade to excise the corrupted Federation. If you're the same man who, in that great war, saw a glimpse of the potential innovation of mankind, then one would think you'd endorse our cause. You're in too much of a hurry. What mankind needs now is not radical innovation, but perceive where this era is headed. Where this era is headed? Yes, every individual is given only a finite amount of time, and those who attempt to force a reform without understanding that are bound to, sooner or later, face destruction, just as Yamatov Hyman and Haman Khan did. You saying Giganos is treading the same path? Your righteous iron hammer has brought nothing but fear and hatred to the people, and those who, lacking faith for the next era, attempt to solve everything in the present, will simply beget the hammer to bear down on themselves instead. And you're implying Magnate 10 are the ones who will make that happen? Correct. Your mass driver is no such thing as a purifying blade. It's simply a tool to uproot the seeds that will birth the next era. That is why I'm here, to put a stop to people like you. And then Amuro. So, Kojo totally just went, oh yeah, you think you're cool, but actually you're bad. You'll take it upon yourself to just lay the foundation to the next era? You'll forsake your destiny, deny your blood, and immerse yourself in the present? It is not the older men who will build a new era. I learned that from Camille Bedan and Judo Ashta. Lieutenant. If the wise do not guide the fools, then humanity and the Earth sphere itself will be destroyed. Surely you will understand that during the 1-year war and Grips conflict. And then, Amuro. In that case, why don't you look for other methods beyond the mass driver? What's your point in the destruction of the environment and the loss of countless lives it caused? And then, since we declared our war, the mass driver has been applied as an instrument to improve the status quo to our forces. It is no more than a deterrent against the Federal Army. The fact that Marshal Gator hasn't allowed its use since the conflict began proves it. And then, but that doesn't prove you won't use it a second time. The Marshal truly has the future of the Earth sphere in his thoughts, and our goal is not the destruction of Mother Earth's environment, but the purge of the incompetent bureaucrats that nest within it. And so you justify your previous attack as necessary birthing pains to bring about your new era? Still, all you're doing now is laying the groundwork for what will amount to a dictatorship. A self-righteous reform imposed by a handful of people could never lead the hearts of men. Intellectuals do revolutions. To quote the man himself in Char's character attack. You're pointing your swords at the wrong guys. How can a government built on exploiting the current chaos take humanity down a better path? And then, as expected, it seems we just cannot see eye to eye. And then, yeah, I reckon we touched a few sore spots though. Fucking Sabarota. Excuse me? And then, Romstall, you bear doubt within your heart. Is that not why you wanted to question us? I've no doubts. None. What will you do then, Mayo Plato? It goes without saying. I'll cut down the lot of you. As you wish. Our fists will crush your bewildering spirit. Romstall's just gonna fucking kill this Joker. Some guest up all the time hit some wind? No. No. Remember when Haman had an earring filled with cyanide that he just threw on fucking Jared? His name's not Mayo, it's Mayo. M-A-I-L-L-O-T. It's French. To like hint at how posh he is. And the Plato is obviously because he's smart. Yeah, like he's got a French first name to prove that he's upper class posh man. And then he's got Plato as his surname to prove that he's an intellectual philosopher man but he's not thinking about the problems of the common man. He's literally Shah, right? that's the deal, is that he's thinking about this big problem and not thinking about how it actually affects people. Razor Cannon. Heavenly Wolf Sword, Blue Jet, coming in. Blue Jet, the red guy. Let's get the quote that Amuro yells at. That is him, of course, but he transacts to Swole, so I know. Yeah, he's ripped! Fuck him up, Play-Doh! Yeah, here's Amuro's quote from Charles Kondak. I don't know how to fix the world. Behind each revolution there are always intellectuals, but their objectives are unreal, and tend to take things to the extreme. When the revolution is over and that spirit is always drowned by bureaucrats and mass manipulators, that's why intellectuals themselves isolate from society and politics and become prisoners. Which is the Tomino way of looking at it. Yeah, you gotta get all fired up to do a revolution and then you're drowned by mediocrity. Eat shit. Blue Jet can't be colorblind. He's a robot. Well, he's a robot man. He's a man that is a robot now. He evolved. It's just unfortunate that his first name's Blue when he happens to be red. Fucking, I forgot about Akka's coming. I mean, his name's Blue Jet, and he is a jet, which is like more than any human dude has ever done. His colour sense are broke? No, it's not how it works. He's all fucked up. He's a Chronosian. Shield! Literally invincible. Doesn't even have the barrier yet. See, that dude's not Arado. He's just a weird gas mask man. Maybe these guys aren't gonna do shit, but I'm gonna map attack the fuck out of them. I'd like to remind you that the great rivalry of the University of Centuries, Ray Charles. Amuro Ray and Charles Aznavour. The drill tank sucks in space, alright? Actually, he just sucks in space, never mind, he's just bad in space. Rod Drill, just bad in space, who would have guessed? Katsuyaku. Busting through! Blade. Or fist. And he still walks off. He just fucking straight up just slinks off. Just do fucking Spectre Gadget shit. He does need someone around to teach us some space drill. If Triple Jim can helicopter in space, then Rod Drill should be able to drill in space. Like, it's just a matter of putting the effort in. You need to be new type level 4, lady. You need to be new type level 4 so you can double whammy. Ding, ding, ding. This is... I thought I was done for, but actually I was okay. Boom. Quattron Armor hanging out in space. Classic. Going down. This is getting me. Poor Otto. Think you can see me coming? At my speed? Heavenly Wolf Fist secret technique. Sword Weasel. My apologies. Jet! He's so fucking cool. I love that weird little dude. And here comes Triple Gym. Gonna gym it up. I'm going in. What the? Oh, it's exploding! Wow. Thanks, Juno. Do that. Do that. Do that. Top of him, fuck him. Yeah, here's the cell booster. It's the cell fighter, but there's some shit on it. I mean, like, why not? Why not hoot and holler and get big? I love to become large. Oh, look at these awful boys all protecting each other. Oh, how I hate them. It's okay, I'm gonna double attack them. What are they gonna do now? He's gonna counter Rom style? Only you piece of shit. Do you know who you're dealing with? How exactly does Rom's robot do the beginning? It gets in a bigger robot. Fight Kung Fu! And Lena's stuck in space. Distortion attack. See if I can find a picture so you can see the process of little man getting inside larger men. There's Lena hanging out with Triple Jim. There's Blue Jet. There's Rod Drill. He's chilling. There's a weird bad man. There's yeah, there's Lena, there's Rom running. Just punched a fucking dude to death. That dude's fucking dead. Then he gets inside the robot. Yeah, and you see him inside the robot. And then he beats up Devil Saturn. Yeah. There you go. If you watch that from that timestamp, you'll see Rom get in his robot, and you see his other robot get inside a bigger robot. Alright. And neither Vega nor the other dude, whose name I can never remember, have bullet saves, so it doesn't matter which one of them's in the front compared to Eris being in the front always, because she gives you extra batteries. But Vega does have slightly better accuracy and evasion, so she's a bit better at dodging, so you should have her in the front if possible. Yeah, like he gets in the slightly bigger robot, and then that robot gets inside the next bigger robot, and then it's like, hell yeah, it's power suits within power suits. Omakase! It's up to you. Your choice. He's at the start of that video when Lena's smelling the flower, Triple Jim's just standing there, just not doing anything, just being weird. Being a weird creepo.
楽にしてやる。
てめえ。
あいつは痛えぞ。レールカノンだ。私の愛機によくも傷をつけてくれたな。
I mean, they're asking for it, right? Oh, if only we could get rowdy. If only we could get rowdy. Unfortunately, not to be. Punch the fuck out of him. God the hand, smash. You are not of Earth, so why have you allied yourself with the Magnate 10? It's by guidance of the Wolf Blade, which means justice lies with them. Nonsense. Take a look at how Earth is right now. The chaos that grips it was beckoned by the corruption of its government, and thus the Giganos will bring down the hammer of justice upon it. But is that truly for the benefit of the world? What? A world that floats atop a sea of tears from its denizens will eventually sink. That is all your cause is creating. Rom's fucking good. Toya! Fucking heat ends, motherfucker. That sword cut by Super Jared. What a terrible life. Bing, 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 And I'll see you for what you are, Red Comet. Any hope I had for you is gone. And good. What I must do now is defend our world and the generation that will lead it. If I do not step up to the plate, I'm certain others will guide humanity. In fact, the time is coming where every single human will open their eyes. But humanity already lies engulfed by the clouds of war. It is past the point where we can hang on to hope. Earth will not endure unless all humans are unified under a firm rule. It can endure and it will. That's what Magnate 10 are for. Oh, Jared's a Super Jared? Absolutely false. Regular Jared is just regular Jared. And that's why he has a gun kicked out of his hand and his judo thrown over a cliff.